Looking forward to that. Thank you, Jessica. And if you do enjoy music, nearly 24 of the area's up-and-coming bands and DJs will be taking part in Volume 4, a music festival that kicks off tomorrow and continues through Sunday.
Here to tell us more is organizer Shannon Clary. Hey, Shannon, thanks for coming in. This is so important, those of us who like music. Music is a huge part of our show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so much talent here in Central Virginia now. How do you go about picking the bands? Do you just go see the ones you like, or is there somebody else involved?
Usually with every year, one of the main focuses I have is I try to look at it as almost sort of like an archive of what happened since the last volume. So since Volume 3, what has happened in Richmond music and what's, deserving of celebration. Well, maybe not deserving, that's not the right word, but it's more just like what's celebrated through the radio show that I do through WIR, the Commonwealth of Notions. And how do I figure out a unique way of presenting that to audiences and also offer this sort of grand gesture to the Richmond music scene, like almost a love letter of sorts.
That's so nice of you. And this is the 4th year for the event, and the love letter has gotten longer over the years, which is nice because you're able to showcase a lot more music for the community.
Absolutely, and I think venues also play a big role into it as well, because I mean there's definitely a different vibe that you're going to receive if you're at like Balasso or Strange Matter or Gallery 5 or even Ipanema, and also Steady Sounds, it's like I think the room indicates sort of the vibe of the sound and the types of bands that might be showcased there as well.
So you try to match the band to the venue?
I do it to the best of my abilities, yeah. I mean, so.
It's like pairing wine and food. You're pairing music with the venues.
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
So when you hear a band and a new band comes on the scene and they obviously make a big impact on you and your listeners, and then at the end of the year, like you said, you're kind of going back through the year and remembering all of that. Yeah. Do some of them just jump right out, obviously, and there are some of them you got to think about for a while?
No, there's definitely bands that jump out immediately. Like it's like things like, let's say, Todd Harrington's Things. Like Todd Harrington's been in the music scene for a tremendous amount of time, like through DJ Williams Project and the New Belgians, and so having him be one of the headliners for the opening night was like a really big deal to me. And Avers is sort of like this up-and-coming band that features members of several other elite Richmond groups, sort of like Farm Vegas, the Trillions, Hypercolor even, who will be performing at the festival as well. And so it's like, it's nice to kind of be able to pick bands that you think are like really remarkable and ask them and then see that they're just as excited to be a part of this because they love WIR, Richmond Independent Radio, and they also love the gesture that this is providing for the Richmond music scene.
Well, you mentioned WIR. Tell us a little bit about the radio station. Okay. I mean, you kind of fill a void.
Yeah, well, we pretty much stand for the idea of underrepresented music and thought and maybe, political ideas and such. So it's like, we're celebrating our 10th year next year, which is a big deal. Yeah.
It is a big deal.
And we're a completely nonprofit organization that acts as a radio station that's completely volunteer-based. And it's like we do news talk during the day, weekdays, and then we have completely independently produced music programming throughout the weekends and the nighttime. So it's like when my show airs, it's like Saturday mornings from 1 to 3 in the morning, which
so you get to stay up all night.
Yeah, for better or worse. Yeah. But no, it's really a tremendous thing, and everyone puts their heart and soul into the station, and it's so wonderful to work with this this established entity within Richmond. I've been a part of it since 2009, and I couldn't imagine not doing it because I mean my role simply grows every year. Like I'm a local music director, I'm a radio show host, I'm a curator of this event, I'm also one of the chair people of the events committee, and it just goes on, and it's every year I find new excuses to do new things for WIR because I just love it that much.
You wear lots of hats.
I do, yeah.
Let's talk about the bands themselves.
Okay.
And you've already thrown out some names.
Yeah.
Give us some of the names of the bands that we're going to see.
Okay, so tomorrow night there's going to be Microwaves and Todd Harrington's Things. Then on Friday at Strange Matter you can see the likes of Avers, Claire Morgan, Hot Dolphin, Light Fields and Sundials. And then Saturday's a little different because during the day it's at Steady Sounds with the photosynthesizers, who I think have been guests on the show
they
before.
Have been here, yes.
And Close Talker and Patrick Bates. And then there's going to be a lineup of 7 groups at Gallery 5 featuring the likes of Tarrant, Anna Shea, Mutwawa, The Awesome Few, the Snowy Owls, and a few others.
Wow, it's great that you got all these names right in there.
I've been talking about this a little bit and thinking about it for a while. Yeah.
Thanks, Shannon. Commonwealth of Notions presents Volume 4 gets underway tomorrow night at Balasso and runs through Sunday.